done a bad thing and I've been scrolling on my phone all morning, so it's time to get up and get this day going. I'm going to sit here, have my breakfast, and plan out some content I need to shoot today because today is a content work day. I need to run to Target very quickly for one thing. I'm also going to shoot some content when I'm there, so it's a double whammy. So let's eat, do this. I'm also going to put on a YouTube video just to kind of like chill. This is what we're wearing to go to Target for like one thing and to film a little bit of content in the book section, because sometimes I do that if I am out of content on TikTok, is I just go to Target to the book section. I'm feeling a little insecure about this top, but we're just gonna roll with it because no one's gonna notice it, no one's gonna care. I'm the only one that cares. That's what I gotta remember. Okay, let's go to Target. Just got home from Target and oh my god, you guys, there was so many people in Target, so I didn't really vlog. I got a few clips at the book section, but that was it. But I just got cat food, not his normal cat food. I don't normally feed him this brand. He usually gets Tiny Tiger from Chewy, but it won't get here in time and he's out of it, so I needed to go get him, so I'll order that later. And then I got ice cream because I am learning everything's fine in moderation. I restarted my calorie deficit journey that I did years ago that I lost all the weight, because I don't know, I had one of those moments where I'm like, I am not happy, something needs to change. So I want to do it right this time around, because last time I just cut out everything and I'm like, that's not, no, because you ended up gaining weight back. So we got ice cream, and this is cookie dough. I didn't want this flavor, but it's one of my favorites. I'd rather have black raspberry chocolate chip, but that's okay, they didn't have any. Wow. Okay, so my Sony tripod for my camera works for this thing. Okay, I also got myself a coffee because I had money on my Starbucks app. And yes, I'm on a budget, but this doesn't count. This is girl math. So I just did a little bit of filming for TikTok. I need to do some more, but the majority of it is done. I just need to film 2, and then I'm done with that, and then we have to edit. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys along that journey, because kind of like a behind the scenes. Also, my book of the month package is coming today. I saw the mail person out there when I was pulling in, so I'm gonna wait and go get it after I'm done filming. But I'm thinking of picking up Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. Brie, my bestie. Oh, hi Wyatt. She gave me this book years ago and I haven't picked it up yet, and I'm picking it up this year. There's a movie on Netflix and I was going to do a full separate books to screen video, but I figured it might be best just to include it in this vlog. So that is what I'm going to do. And this is a short little book. Yes, it's over 300 pages, but the pages are so little and the font is huge. So I will fly through this. I don't really know what it's about other than it's set in Italy, and that's all I know. But once I get into it, I'll let you know. But first, we got to do some filming because I would ideally love to be done within the hour. It's almost noon, so I'd love to be done with all my content work by 1 o'clock, as in like filming my TikToks, finishing editing Sunday's video, do the thumbnail, and be done. And that way I can have like the rest of my Friday to just do whatever I want, which is ideally I would love to just read. So that's the plan. I will catch up with you guys later, but enjoy the behind the scenes of filming. Guys, I am sweating from just doing that, but filmed all our TikToks. Now we gotta do some editing, which is kind of low-key my favorite part because I love editing so much. the dream to be just a full-time editor. Ugh, especially for films. I would love to be a film editor. Have I ever been to film school? No. Do I have any experience of film editing? No. But a girl can dream, right? Okay, let's get to editing. I changed my shirt because I was getting a little overstimulated in that shirt. Plus, I want to wear it tomorrow. So, I just went and got my book of the month package. And I got 2 books this month because I couldn't help myself. First up, bookmark. They changed this bookmark. It's longer and skinnier, but I kind of love it. I got House of Glass, and this is a domestic thriller. This is a new release, obviously. I have no idea what it's about other than it is domestic thriller. They even changed how they mark their books. Interesting. And then this is my most anticipated release of the year. This is also my book club pick of the month. Shameless plug, if you don't know, I run a book club. It's completely free. And you get an exclusive vlog if I read the book. So sometimes I don't read the book because life just gets in the way and I can't help it. But I try my best to read the book every single month. But this month we're doing Mr. Riley Sager's newest release, Middle of the Night. No idea what this is about, but I'm very excited to see my thoughts on this because I've enjoyed his last 2 books. I'm really hoping I'll love this one. Okay, back to editing. I'm having my non-aesthetic lunch. It's chicken strips and some mac and cheese that I mixed with veggies because I'm trying to eat more veggies. I'm awful at eating veggies. I hate veggies. And then a Diet Pepsi because Diet Pepsi was on sale. Diet Pepsi was $4 and Diet Coke was $8. I am a Diet Coke girl by heart, but being on a budget, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. So that's what I'm having. Editing is still going. I'm almost done, you guys. I have 4 minutes of footage left to go through and then I'm completely done with this video. I just have to export it and do the thumbnail. And then we have the rest of the day. Remember how I said, oh my god, I'd love to get this all done by 1 so I have the rest of the day? You guys want to know what time it is? 2:43. Yep. I underestimated how much footage I actually had. So I'm going back to editing. Okay. I've just been reading Love and Gelato, and I'm now 80 pages into it, and I am liking it. I love the vibes of it. So in this book, you're following a sophomore in high school named Carolina, but people call her Lena, and her mom had just passed away, and she has been shipped over to Italy to go live with her dad that she had no idea existed. She knows nothing about her dad other than what her mom has told her about him living in Italy. So she goes to live with him for the summer and is having a bit of a hard time because her mom's dead. She's not from there. She is struggling to find her footing and she's kind of in a fight or flight mode in a way because she's kind of not settling in because in her mind she's going to escape and she's going to, you know, leave Italy as soon as possible. And she meets her dad named Howard, and he lives in a cemetery. Well, it's like a memorial for the World War II soldiers that died in Italy in the war. And he also has this woman that lives there named Sonia. And Sonia also knew Lena's mom. And Lena is kind of giving them both like the cold shoulder because she just is like uncomfortable. I mean, who wouldn't be in that situation? She is also a runner. She loves to run. And one day on her run, she runs into this boy named Lorenzo. I'm not going to say it correctly because you have to roll the R and I don't want to cringe myself out or anyone else out or offend anyone if I do say it wrong, but I know you roll the R in Lorenzo. And he's also American and he's like, hey, come meet my mom. She'll love you. She's American too. So she meets his mom and they kind of strike up a friendship. That's all that's happened so far. She's gonna go to a party with him, but I'm guessing that's where a romantic element comes in, is with him and her. But I am really liking this a lot. I feel like there's gonna be a lot more in this book than meets the eye, and I feel like in a way she's going to do things her mother did because she's also been giving this journal that her mother shipped over because her mom loved to journal and her mom was a photographer too. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a little bit of like that situation. But it is now 4:30 and I think I'm gonna walk on the treadmill and watch Love Island because I've been dying to watch Love Island because they go to Casa Amor. Not the US, the UK, and UK is a week behind the airing time. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll have dinner and then I'll probably read more of this. I want to get a good chunk of this done today because I feel like I could absolutely fly through this book. So I'm gonna go walk I'll talk to you guys later. It is much later. I'm now in my pajamas. It is around 8:30 and I am sitting down to have my ice cream. This is cookie dough ice cream. But I wanted to talk about the current book I'm reading, which is Love and Gelato. I am now halfway through it. I'm on page 194, chapter 14. And I am flying through this book, and not because it's like so good I can't put it down, it's because it's just super easy to read. I have to keep reminding myself throughout this book that this is from the perspective of a 16, 17-year-old, so very much that immature brain. No matter how mature you think you are at that age, you're not, trust me. And that's what's taking me like in and out of the story, because I have to remember, because something will happen that's like very immature or very cringe, and I'm like, ugh. And it's because she's 16, 17. I also think that the relationships that are forming, friendship, father-daughter, like romantically, there's not enough of it there for us to connect with both of the characters and connect them like together, if that makes sense. And I think things are forming without us seeing it form. I don't know, she's going on this adventure because she finally started reading the journals her mom sent to her like before her mom died, and she's finally reading it and she's uncovering all these things, and she's not asking her father. Her father had no idea about her until her mom started getting sick, and then her mom contacted her father. So he's learning about his daughter as she's learning about her dad, and instead of her coming and asking these questions, she like goes through the journal to see it. And I'm like, why not just ask him about it? What's like, he's there offering to tell you the story and you're not wanting to know about it. It's just, you know. And another thing that's really bothering me is literally like the dad is such like a carefree, happy-go-lucky person, like really is not strict at all. And the person she's met, his name is Ren. Lorenzo's his given name, but call him Ren. He says on every single page that he's terrified of the dad, or someone mentions how he's scared of the dad, like on literally every single page, and it's getting to the point where it's driving me up a wall. Like, we get it. He's terrified of the dad for literally no reason. And instead of like saying it once or twice, I think the author is trying to get the point across. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I don't know how I feel about it. Brie, if you're watching, I'm sorry. But like, what did you expect from me? I'm sorry. I love the vibes it is giving. I'm curious to see if the movie's gonna be better than the book. I would hope it would be. I think it would translate very well on screen if they just changed a little bit, or it could be a very cheesy movie. Speaking of movies, TV, and all that, I started watching the new comedic fantasy that's on Prime, My Lady Jane. It is a young adult book, but I've never read the book. I saw it when I was at Barnes & Noble a couple weekends ago. No, like a month ago. 2 months ago almost, and I just didn't connect the two. But the show is so good, you guys. It's funny. You're following this girl named Jane who has been given to this guy to marry to help with like the financial situations of their family, and she literally has no choice in it. And the guy she marries, Gudley, I think that's his name, Gudley, I don't know, something like that, is like this he's very handsome, and he's really like kind of the opposite of what she pictured. And there's a bunch of rumors about him. And in the land they live in, there's these people called the Ethians, which can switch into forms of animals, and they're considered like beasts. They're considered bad. And yeah, it's really good. I really like it a lot. I'd highly suggest it, especially if you're into like fantasy, and like it's a little light, it's more lighthearted than like your typical fantasy, but it's good. I'm gonna have my ice cream, watch this, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. This lighting is really bad, but hi guys, it is now Saturday. I have not spoke to you guys all day today because I've been at my parents' house and I've just been enjoying the day. I went to the farmer's market with my mom earlier, went and ran some errands with her, and now I've just been honestly chilling. I started watching Love Island USA with my mom. Well, rewatched it, the parts that she hasn't seen, and so we're getting caught up. But the farmer's market, we got these pickles. They're whatcha dill pickles, and they've got like whole pieces of garlic in there and dill. And something about me is I'm not really a big pickle person, but these pickles are so good. So I wanted to say I'm gonna go outside and enjoy the day, or the evening, I guess, because it's a really lovely evening outside. So goodbye.
Tenho esse mar todo pra olhar. Tenho as estrelas infinitas pra contar. Tenho o sol brilhando e os patos nadam em par. Meus passos vão mostrando o prazer de observar as flores no caminho. É agrado que Deus deu, dia após o outro.
Good morning, guys. It is now Sunday and I have finished Love and Gelato, and I just want to tell you guys my thoughts and my feelings before I tell you guys what's going on today. So I didn't really enjoy myself with this book. Was it a quick read? Absolutely, but I just feel like it was a very surface level book, if that makes sense. Like the conversations, there was real no depth to them. It was kind of like a conversation you would have like texting your bestie really quick, like, hey, what's up? Okay, are you good? Yes, this. It's kind of like that. There was no like to it, and it was very like everything was very plot convenience, and it just wasn't, it didn't really capture my attention. I was quite bored in it, honestly, and the main character is so young, and I think that was my issue too, is because I have a fully developed brain, because your brain develops when you're 25 supposedly. So my brain's fully developed. So reading from someone that is 16 and their thoughts aren't necessarily fully thought out and developed, it was just very hard to get into that space. And yeah, you know, I enjoyed the setting, the atmosphere that they talked about. Like it makes me want to go visit Italy so bad. Like I've already wanted to see Italy, but this makes me want to go see Italy even more. But with that being said, I think I'm gonna give it a 2-star. Sorry. Like I said, it is Sunday and it is a very sunny day out. It's around 10 a.m. and I am dressed to go to the pool. Kind of anxious about it because I never go to the pool by myself. Well, I haven't yet. And then I'm always anxious to go someplace by myself for the first time. And especially it being on a Sunday, I'm like, oh my God, is there gonna be a ton of people there today? And I hope not. At least right now, they probably come in the afternoon. But I am currently doing the tandem read for Throne of Glass, but I'm doing a separate video on this, so I'm not going to bring this with me to the pool because I don't want to ruin this book and get it all wet and gross, and I just feel like 2 books at the pool at the same time is going to be a lot for me. So I'm going to bring The Last Love Note to the pool with me because I really don't, I mean, I care if it gets ruined, but I'm not going to be as like upset if it gets ruined because it's a hardback and I feel like this would probably hold up better than a paperback. So we're gonna read this at the pool today, see how far I can get into it. I don't think I'm gonna finish this book today. This is gonna be the book I bring with me to like the pool to take a break from Throne of Glass because I am struggling with Throne of Glass, and I will talk about that further in the series video I'm doing. So I don't know when that video will be out. I'm hoping by the end of this month, we shall see. But yeah, plan today is just to chill by the pool for a couple hours, come back, clean up a little bit. Just need to do like my little mini reset that I do every Sunday, and then probably chill out for the rest of the day. I'm gonna watch Love and Gelato at some point. Maybe we'll do that like this evening or something. But I guess that's it. I will talk to you guys later.
Foi o que ele prometeu. Pode crer. Não preciso de você.
May or may not have forgotten to reapply, But this is a full look of the outfit. I feel very confident in it. And yeah, I need to tell you about my current read. So I actually got 200 pages into this book. I literally read for so long. I read 200 pages, which I'm pretty proud of myself because I think that's the most I've ever read at the pool. And this makes me think I'm gonna have to take so many books to the beach with me, because if I can almost read a book in one sitting at the pool in like almost 3 hours, what's gonna happen when I'm at the beach every single day for like 10 days? Anyways, so I am really liking this book. It's very easy to follow. So in this book, you're following Kate, who is a recently widowed mother. Her husband got diagnosed with onset early Alzheimer's, and that's so sad. And that was like the love of her life. His name was Cam. And they have a son named Charlie, and I think he was like almost 2 when it happened. And so she's lost her husband, and she is very close with her boss named Hugh. And Hugh and her go to a business meeting, but they land unexpectedly in this area because of weather. So they actually have to stay the weekend. Her mom and her best friend Grace is like, you know what, you need to get away, so we're planning this weekend and you stay there. It's all paid for. Just enjoy yourself. A child-free weekend is what you really need, because she hasn't been able to really break down about losing her husband because she's had a child to take care of for. So the first day she's there, it kind of just all hits her and she has a breakdown. She also has this across the street neighbor that you meet. His name is Justin, I think it's Justin. And he is the one who takes her to the airport because her car is dead, and he takes her on a whim. And they kind of have this little flirtatious thing going on. She's met him once before, and it was very unexpected because her child brought her one of her husband's World War II artifacts. It was a bomb. It was dead. It was not alive, but he brought him that, and that's how like they met, because she was saying hi, and then the child was like, "Look, Mom," and she's like, "Oh my God." So he held it for her while she contains the child. Anyways, so they kind of have like a flirty little things going on. The only thing I will say about this is this book is 360 something pages, and we're 200 pages in, and we're just now getting to the weekend that she spends. So does something happen on this weekend, or is it happening afterwards? I'm kind of confused, but nonetheless, this is a very quick read. If you're looking for a very good, like, sit down, get lost in a book, easy to read, and it's good, The Last Love Note, and it's a summary book in my head, because they're at the beach now for a weekend. So yeah, it is now 1 o'clock. I'm actually going to have some lunch, I think, and then hop on the walking pad, or maybe I'll hop on the walking pad and then have lunch. I'm gonna have a snack, then hop on the walking pad, and then have lunch, and then take a shower, and then enjoy the rest of the day. This day is going by so fast, but nonetheless, we're gonna enjoy it, and I will see you guys very soon. I just finished my walk, and he lays right here when I walk, and he has just woken up from his nap. Look how he's laying. He, has the life. What are you doing? Before I take a shower, actually, I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer on the phone and do a little pickup, because I feel like that would just make me so much better. I don't have a lot to pick up, but I do have some stuff that I would love to pick up. I'm actually going to listen to something. So I was listening to Before We Were Innocent by Ella Berman, and I am about 5% in. I also got Jade Legacy through my library that finally came through, and that's 28 hours. But I feel like I should do Before We Were Innocent, because I feel like I could finish this pretty quickly. So I'm gonna put my headphones in, and we're gonna get to cleaning. just got out of the shower and I am exhausted. What is it about being out in the sun that makes you so exhausted? Like, I am so tired. But I'm gonna sit down and read some of this. It is 3:55. I'm gonna read for like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes-ish and see how far we get. I'm on page 220 right now, so we'll see how many pages I can read in like 30 to 45 minutes, depending on like how I'm feeling. It is now 4:45 and I am up to page 285. I am on chapter 33, so I read 65 pages, which is pretty good for like 45 minutes. I am gonna start dinner now and then we're gonna watch a movie while we have dinner. I'm gonna watch Love and Gelato since I promised you guys that. I really want to finish this book in this vlog because I have not a lot left. I have like just under 100 pages left, so I think I can. I feel like that's the only fair thing to do since I started it in this vlog, but we will see. I'm hitting a wall, obviously. I'm really tired. But yeah, let's go cook dinner. I'm gonna read while I cook dinner. And then I will see you guys when we start the movie. Just made my dinner. It's a taco bowl. And I'm gonna dip it with some of the Cool Ranch Doritos, Walmart brand, because we're on a budget. Just a little bit of them. And I'm gonna watch Love and Gelato. Hi guys, it is now 7 o'clock and I DNF'd the movie. It was bad. It was so bad. One of the worst movies I have ever watched, and I couldn't even stomach 30 minutes of it. It was just awful. I'm not even gonna talk about it. However, I did finish this book and I'm gonna give it like a 3-star. I really like this book a lot. It's very quick, but it's a heavy book. There's lots of things in this. There's grief, loss, love, picking yourself back up again. Like, it deals with being later in life and dealing with having to start over and battling that battle. And yeah, I really liked it. I love how it ended. I shed a few tears and I think this is a solid book and I think everyone should pick this up. But we've come to the end of the vlog. House of the Dragon is on tonight, but I still have a couple hours before that, so I'm just gonna chill, have some ice cream, watch some YouTube videos, import this footage, and then, but I just wanted to say goodbye to you guys here. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe because I would love to have you here. If you haven't already, follow me on my social medias because I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I'm also on Fable, which is where I track my reading. So if you want to get more of an up-to-date, in-depth look at my reading, follow me on Fable. The link is down below. But remember to be kind to yourself and to others around you. And I will see you guys very, very soon.